Okay, so we are going to talk about the structure of a tooth, and then we're going to try to help you out with understanding all of these formulas for figuring out the number of teeth in both deciduous and permanent teeth. So we'll start first with the structure of an individual tooth. The first thing you need to know that there are two primary zones in the tooth. So anything from my pointer and above, consider my pointer the gum line in your mouth. So anything the pointer and above is considered the crown of the tooth. And anything from the pointer down is considered the root of the tooth. When talking about the crown of the tooth, you need to know that the crown of the tooth is covered by a substance called enamel. And when talking about the root of the tooth, you need to know that the root is covered by something called cementum. So again, enamel up top, cementum down below, covers the outside of the tooth. We're going to open it up and look inside. So you'll see that inside the tooth, it's this darker or almost a tan looking substance inside the tooth. This is called dentin. And it's inside. So the dentin again on this side, and then again over here, it's all the tan area. You'll see on this side, the way that it's split open, this pinkish looking substance is called pulp. And then the pulp coming down this area, and here, there are channels cut out in the tooth. These are called root canals. And then your root canals, looking again at the outside of the tooth, there are small openings at the bottom of each of the roots, and these are called your apical foramen. So that's an individual tooth. And now I will try to explain this to you in a way that makes sense when you're talking about understanding the formula for teeth. And so the first set of teeth that we're going to start with are deciduous teeth. And what you'll see here pictured in your lab manual is just one of the sets. You have upper and lower in your mouth. And some people are confused by the numbers. And really the only thing with the numbers that are reported here, these are the numbers of each type of teeth, or each type of tooth within this set. All right? So we're going to start by just looking at these numbers up here, these four numbers. And these four numbers represent 1/2 of one of your sets of teeth, or one of your upper or lower. So I'm just going to block off one side just so we are only going to concentrate on 1/4 of your teeth. Okay? So this first number in the formula represents the number of incisors. And so you see the number 2. So these two teeth, and again this is the deciduous mouth. So these two teeth, there are 2 incisors. Next is the number of canine teeth in your mouth. And for deciduous, there's only 1 canine, so we'll go back here, and there's the 1 canine. Deciduous teeth, there are 0 premolars. So you're not going to see any pictured here. And then the last number is the number of molars, and there are 2 molars. So again, this set of numbers up here just represents the numbers of each type of tooth. So again, 2 incisors, 1 canine, no premolars, and 2 molars. That's one side. Now, we're going to extend this so we can now look at the other side. And you'll see the exact same thing. You have 2 incisors, 1 canine, no premolars, and 2 molars. So if we're looking at the numbers of teeth overall, we'll call this the lower set of teeth, there are 10 overall teeth here. 5 on this side, 5 on this side. That gives you 10. When you're thinking about the entire mouth, you have 2 of these sets, 1 upper and 1 lower. So if you take the 10 that we just talked about and identified, multiply it by 2, that's the number of deciduous teeth, which is 20. So 10 times 2 is 20. I hope that makes a little more sense for the deciduous teeth. Next, we'll go down to the adult mouth, looking at the permanent teeth. I'm going to flip this page over. And we're going to do the same thing. So again, we're looking at one set of teeth, or we'll call this your lower teeth. We're going to block off half of them for now. We're just going to look at a quarter of them. And we're going to do the same thing that we did for the deciduous teeth, but these are for the permanent teeth. So you see the first number in our formula represents the number of incisors, so that's 2, so you'll see 1, 2 incisors. The next number, number 1, is the number of canine teeth that you have, which is 1, and then, again, this is per quarter of your mouth. Here is your premolars. You have 2 premolars in permanent teeth, 1 and 2, and then you have 3 molars, 1, 2, and 3. So again, that's only for 1/4 of your mouth. We're going to open this up so you can see half of your mouth, or say the lower portion of your mouth. So again, we're going to just multiply all those numbers by 2. Okay? So on one side you had 8 teeth. The other side you have another 8. Again, it's 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars, and 1, 2, 3 molars. So on the entire lower set of teeth, you have 16 teeth. And knowing that in your mouth you have lower and upper teeth, each containing 16, take 16, multiply it by 2, and 32 is your total number of teeth. So hopefully, in breaking it down that way and looking at what the formulas represent, it makes it a little easier to understand how to figure out what type of teeth and the number of teeth in the deciduous mouth, and then the number of permanent teeth as well, which is on this side.